So we're back on the 2013 Prius plug-in. So been running for 15 minutes now. Inside temperature has stabilized. So the cabin temperature is down to set point, basically, or almost there. Now what you'll notice is the supply air temperature has actually risen. And the reason it has risen, it's not working hard. You don't hear the compressor winding out now. It's running, but it's not winding out because it's at near set point. So it doesn't need such a cold air supply to try to achieve set point. So it has lessened off its potential. It doesn't need to wind out the compressor anymore, so it's not working hard anymore. Now, at the beginning, at the ambient temperature with no sun load, at this low ambient temperature, I wouldn't have expected to see, like I seen 160 psi on the high side. Even with it winding out, I would have not normally seen that high of a high side with the system calling for full cold under these ambient conditions, under normal conditions. But because this is an aftermarket condenser that is less than the capacity of the OEM, it had to work harder, and with the compressor winding, the high side pressure went up more than I would normally see. But now there's no load on the system, it's in recycle, and the compressor, you don't hear it. Here, listen here. Now if you go back to the other video, you almost don't hear the compressor now. It's barely turning. And of course we got our cooling going on here, because it has achieved what it needs to be, and that's exactly what it should do. So we're good to go, but I would not want that condenser on my car. All right guys, I'll see you. And between the video when I started this up under extreme load, and I showed you the difference between taking in fresh air at 85 or 90 degrees, and then show you the difference between recycle air taking in cool cabin air, the difference of the load over the evaporator. But the load over the condenser, the ambient air temperature is always the same. We're not in hot ambient air air temperatures, so there's no load on. It's easy for the condenser to shed its heat because the temperature is so low, and there's no heat load on the car from a sun. So it's lacking that heat load, and it's lacking the heat load on the condenser. All right, see you guys later.